Hi everyone, welcome to Millennium Computers Online 5-Minute Tutorials. Today's course is going to take a look at how to modify the Excel import specifications for any of your FAST applications that utilize Excel upload. Now keep in mind this is going to be an administrative function. This is not an end user function. It's something that your admin teams are going to be responsible for in terms of how those Excel documents import into FAST. Good examples of this would be in FAST Journal Voucher or FAST WebRec, or even FAST Budget and Forecasting, where you're going to have the ability to upload or import pre-formatted Excel documents as a nice shortcut to facilitate your data entry into the application. Now, by default, you're going to remember some of those Excel documents don't look especially user-friendly. Let me show you an example. Here's a document that has not been formatted. This is going to be based on the original specifications. And so all of these column headers, as an example, don't give my end users a lot to go with. If they don't know the technical ERP language for each of these fields, they're going to be really confused as to what data to place in each of these columns. What you can do instead is make this a little simpler for them. So what I'm going to do is walk you through how to modify or view the Excel import specifications for each Excel upload by application. Now I'm working today in the Site Administration module. If you don't have access to Site Admin, that's okay. You can still access any of the import specifications for Excel in each application. So in other words, if I'm working in FAST Journal Vouchers and I'd like to modify the Excel specifications just for FastJV, I can access that from my Administration tab within FastJV. I like working in Site Admin because it gives me a one-stop shop for all the applications if I happen to be the administrator in more than one. In either case, they're going to be on your Information menu, and you're going to notice under Information, Excel import spec, and I'm going to choose that here. From my schema dropdown, I'm going to select Journal Vouchers, but you could select at this point any application where you know you have to now modify that Excel import. And I'm going to choose an import process. In this case, there's only one, but in some applications, there could actually be more than one to choose from. And then let's just go ahead and execute that report. Now this is a data entry page, and so what this allows me to do is make modifications, but not additions to the data that's on the page. You know that because there is not a plus more button at the top. There's only a save, an undo, and a redo. So what we have the ability to do here is notice in my FAST column, these headers are as is. In other words, FAST is letting me know I cannot modify how FAST interprets that data. This is a read-only column. But what I can change is the Excel header alias. If I'd like to change any of these codes, which can be somewhat cryptic to the end users, to something that is a little bit more user-friendly, I can do that now. If I'd like to change my text field CFO1 to something like fun code, you can go ahead and make that change manually. Or change my text field CFO3 to account code, for instance. Notice every time you make a change and leave that cell, it's going to highlight those cells in yellow. FAST is going to let me know at this point there are unsaved changes. The other thing we can do is disable any columns that we are not actually using at my institution. I can disable any columns that are no longer going to show up on the Excel template for my end users. And lastly, I can also choose which of these fields are going to be mandatory. In other words, are there any fields the end users must populate in order for this to successfully upload? We have the ability to make modifications to any Excel import specification and then save it as a template. When you're ready to save your changes, go ahead and click the Save button. As you scroll down on the page, you'll notice a button that says Create Excel Import Template. If I click on that button, this is going to allow me to select the import type, and in this case, there's only one option to choose from, which is the template to create the initial JV document. If I click Create Template, FAST will notify me that the template was successfully created, and your browser may give you the opportunity to either open or view that folder. If I click Hide Excel Template, it's just going to minimize that space on the screen. I hope this has been a helpful overview for you of how to view and modify your Excel import specs for any application where you have the ability to upload Excel documents right into FAST. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you again next time.